I try not to take life or myself or these videos too seriously. But I have some things on my mind, and maybe even on my heart, if that doesn't sound a little too sappy, that are the impetus for a short-term push within the 2024 and the Road to 50 goals that I've set for myself. So bear with me for about 20 minutes of being somewhat serious, and I promise it will never happen again. It is true that as you get older, life seems to go faster and faster. And as I've been approaching 50, the half-century mark, I have found myself getting somewhat introspective about life. Looking back on my life, looking back on just how I've lived it. And I've been thinking about how I really need to be a better husband in many ways. I need to be a better father. I need to start paying more attention to my kids. They're growing. They won't be around forever. But in keeping with this video series focus, I've also focused on how I need to be better physically. I need to be more focused on improving the one body I get for this life. I've been working out for over 13 years now, but frankly, I do not have the transformation to prove it. Yes, I have some weight loss. Yes, I have some moments in my life that I'm very happy about and very proud about, but I haven't made the changes that I could have made. Now, if somebody's going to leave a comment or send a message saying, Brian, don't be so hard on yourself, don't kick yourself. I don't think I am being, and I will say that no, I won't stoop so low as to say it's been a complete waste of time. I'm not going to over-dramatize the negative side of this. I have lost weight, and to this day, I feel so much better than I did in 2011, 2010, 2008. I am feeling, even still, even now, much more able, much more active, I have more stamina in my heart and lungs. I have more strength in my muscles than I did. That's come and gone. I've had my off times and my on times. But that's the problem. I have been unacceptably inconsistent. I could be a beast by now, even without steroids. I have been, for most of my life, a very sedentary person. Most of my interests and hobbies involve sitting and doing very little. I enjoy reading a good book. I enjoy writing a script. I enjoy editing a video. I enjoy playing piano or writing music for piano. Very little of it has involved getting up and being active. In fact, getting into weightlifting was me entering the most physically active period of my entire life. And that's why so much of my life was spent in a period of obesity. I have also spent almost my entire teenage and adult life wrestling with the problem of envy. If someone is getting more attention than I am, if someone is more popular than I am, if someone is better at something than I am, if a guy is more buff and muscular than I am, I do have to deal with feelings of envy. Now, envy can come in two broad forms. It can have two broad ways of expressing itself. And one of them is it gets destructive. If you have somebody here looking up at somebody here who's better at him, more talented, or in some way, just a better person, this person down here tries to bring this one down, tries to destroy what makes him more excellent. That was not my problem. That's never been my problem. My problem is that envy causes me to sit back and retreat, sometimes in feelings of hopelessness. I'll never be as good at that person on the piano. I'll never be as talented as that person. I'll never be looking as great as that guy over there. So feelings of hopelessness, depression, just wishful thinking. I spent way too many years of my life buying and looking through workout magazines, just wishing I could be like the models in that and not actually doing anything about it. I would be browsing fitness sites and I would see fitness models and I would say, oh, that's somebody I'd like to look like. I'll save that photo. Before I knew it, I had an inspiration folder of thousands of photos. and I still wasn't getting up and acting on it. Even after I did take action in 2008 and started a YouTube series in 2010 and actually lost some significant weight in 2012, I have to look back over the past 13 or 14 years and ask myself if maybe, subconsciously, not intentionally, but just in the back of my mind, I have settled for doing just enough to be entertaining to my video audience. If maybe I've been content with that, because I do have fun making the videos. And I try to make sure there's content for them, but maybe a part of me has said, oh, that's good. That's good enough for a video. Would I be going to the gym at this point? Would I still be trying if I didn't have people watching and clicking the like button and sending those positive endorphins or whatever the science behind it is? I don't know. Half a century is just about over, and unless I am one of those people who ends up living a really long life, I am past the halfway point in my life. And so it is time to really take life seriously. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to suddenly have an entire change of personality. I still will enjoy laughter and joking and silliness and comedy. That's always going to be a part of me. That's just my personality. But I do need to direct my focus toward actually using the time that's left wisely, and that includes my physical fitness. Laziness, excuses for not going to the gym, selfish absorption, the desire to just sit in this chair and do something else, all of those things need to be corrected. Regular viewers already know that I like benchmark dates. I like January 1st. I like my birthday. I like to start things on those moments or finish them on those moments. If I can't wait for one of those to come around, I try to find an even number, 50 weeks to the end of the year, or a significant number. 45 weeks to the end of the year is 315 days. 315 is the amount of weight I want to be able to bench press one day, so I start something at the 315-day countdown. I will find any reason to get up off the ground and back onto the weightlifting horse, this metaphor is getting weird, and get going again. And so, in keeping with that, I have settled on, as we approach my 50th birthday, and I can't wait, to get to my birthday and start there. I have to do something now. I have started a 20-week countdown. That's 140 days. It's an even number of weeks. And so I am doing this push. It also conveniently goes through the summer, so it's nice warm weather. I am doing this push to try to finally really make a visible improvement to the outside of me and an identifiable, quantifiable improvement to all of my statistics, my measurements, my weight, and the amount of weight that I can move at the gym. Now, what to call it? You know me also. I try to give it some kind of identifiable title. That's just me. I'm a movie maker. Movies have to have a title. Stories have to have a title. So my life story has to have a title. Chapters of my life story have to have a title. And I was trying to figure out what to do. And I recalled that long ago at Regal Cinemas, they used to have this thing that started 20 minutes before the movie. And they called it The 20. And you would allegedly see behind the scenes of your latest movies coming up, when really what it was 15 minutes of ads and a little bit about your favorite movies coming up. Regardless, I have decided to call these 20 weeks The 20. I know, groundbreaking, earth-shattering, but there it is. So for these 20 weeks, I will be working significantly to make a change from beginning to end. And it started on May 12th. Sunday, May 12th. Sunday, May 12th to Saturday, September 28th is 20 perfect weeks. I have learned from the past 13 years of New Year's resolutions and birthday resolutions that it is a recipe for failure to set up all of the things I want to do that year, all of the daily activities that I want to accomplish, and launch them on January 1st. By January 4th or 5th, I've missed one, and then I've missed another, and then I start to lose momentum, and I start to get discouraged, and eventually they're just all abandoned. I'm not going to do that this time. For the 20, Every week I'm going to set myself a new level of goals. Week 1, which as I record this has already passed, had very simple goals at the gym. Week 2, which we're in the middle of, will have slightly increased goals. And I will slowly increase that. And then I will also add in the nutrition portion, which some people say should probably come first, but that's the way it is. Okay, I will add the nutrition and I will keep building this thing until I have what I call the perfect week. I'm not sure right now what it will look like, but I am building toward it. Now, I do have to ask myself, is the perfect week the last week of the 20 weeks? And I think it would be unwise to wait that long. I think what I want to do is ramp up from the simplicity of week 1 to whatever I call the perfect week, probably by the 10th week, so that then I have the other 10 to follow that plan and really change what I've got here. Or maybe it's the first 8 weeks and then I have that 12, because for some reason 12 weeks is a popular number for programs out there. 12-week weight loss, 12-week strength gain. I don't know. So I'll kind of feel that out as I go. I have not laid out a full plan for exactly how those weeks will proceed. I am making it up a little bit as I go, but at the start of each week I will say, okay, that was last week. Now I have to improve upon that and improve upon that. And I will hit a point where I go, okay, this is it. This is what I want for the remainder of the 20. And I think reaching that before my birthday will actually enable me to spend at least part of the summer making that plan, whatever it is, more of a habit and a lifestyle instead of just a short-term plan that once I turn 50, I go, whew, that's over with. No, the idea will be to make that just a part of who I am, that when I wake up in the morning, I'm thinking these foods. When I get off work in the evening, I'm thinking, all right, off to the gym, and I'm doing it with excitement. I have never had that feeling that some weightlifters and bodybuilders talk about where they are addicted to the gym. I have been more excited about it in the past, back when Mark Prickett was training me, and just at various different times in these past 13 years, there have been times where I've gone, yeah, I'm going to the gym, and I'm pumped about it. I'll be honest, 2023 and so far in 2024, I'm in one of these slumps of, got to get to the gym, and it is more of a chore. I do want to get out of that, and from what everybody says, you get out of that by going and doing it more, seeing the changes, feeling the changes, getting excited about the changes. So, we'll see what happens there. I think I've probably made my point. I'm gonna try to really make these 20 weeks count. I do know in advance that for the video series, it's not going to just be videos in a row about these 20 weeks. There will be other episodes in there breaking up the topic. So if you want to follow these 20 weeks specifically, if you're watching on YouTube or another platform online that I may expand into, and it has a place for playlists, I will create one called The 20, where you can just watch the episodes that relate to this period of time and the attempted transformation that I'm going to make. I will wrap up this video by saying I welcome, I even petition your help. I am not one of these guys who can do this alone. The kind of guy who actually enjoys going to the gym, popping in some earbuds, zoning everybody out, and just focusing on his workout. He doesn't want anyone to come up to him and say hi or ask a question, not even between sets. I get it during the set. I absolutely get it during the set. You want to focus on lifting that heavy weight. But these people who, I walk into the gym and I say hi, and you can see it written all over their face, they don't even want to say hi back. They don't want even that. That's just not me. I am a people person. I would love to have a workout partner that I get along with. We have the same goals. We really know how to push each other. I've never had that. Most of this has been by myself. I had my 3 trainers in 2012. I got Mark again for a second time in 2017. Those were the best gym years of my life because of those people. And everything else has just been me going alone and pushing myself and hoping maybe somewhere during some of those times I'll see a familiar face and we'll stop and have a little chat, and maybe they'll spot me and push me to go a little bit harder on the bench press, something like that. It's just so rare. It's not me. So yes, if you would like to come alongside, proverbially speaking, I would absolutely welcome that. You can send me an email. I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have Discord. I'll be happy to leave information on how you can just leave a message there. We can converse in any of those platforms. You can check up on me. You can say, hey, did you go today? Or are you going today? Or yes, you're going today, or something like that. Did you give your best, Brian? If not, why not? I would welcome that. I don't want to be a burden to anybody, but if anybody wants to take it on daily, now by the time this video loads, we'll be down to probably 125 days. If somebody wants to make it a 125-day goal, or start on June 1st and make it 120 days, exactly 120, and just check in with me every single day, I welcome that. If you can't do every day, just whenever you think about it, that's me. I will actually benefit from that, and it will apparently mean quite a lot to me. I won't make my cell phone public, but if you and I know each other well enough that I can trust you with my cell number, I'll give you that too. You can text me. You can text me any given weeknight evening and say, are you at work? If you're not at work, are you at the gym? If not, why not? That'll be great. Frown on me if I miss a day. Yeah, actually frown on me. Some people don't believe in any kind of, what would that be? Chastening, discipline, rebuke. I think there's a place for those. I think there is. You don't have to, just be a constant source of nagging, but if I got lazy and missed, come alongside and said, Brian, you got lazy. Get over that. Shame on you. What I don't want is false praise. Do not send me a message saying, hey, you're doing great, if I'm not doing great. If I post a video or somehow let you know that I actually did a really good workout, you're welcome to cheer me on. If I got lazy, if I made an excuse, if I skipped the gym, don't come along and say, hey, it's all right, you're doing great. It's not all right, and I'm not doing great if I have skipped the gym when I shouldn't have. Just for me, be honest. Some people love those motivational memes on Facebook or Instagram. It really gets them fired up. Come alongside, a pat on the back saying, you're doing great, buddy. Don't say that to me if it's not true. Be harsh with me. Hold me to a high standard and make me get up off my lazy existence and actually push for this thing. I'm telling myself 20 weeks. That's not impossible. That's not, hey, for the next 10 years, don't miss a day at the gym. It's 20 weeks, 1.5 of which are already gone. So it's 18 weeks. I need to do this. Life is not slowing down. Life is passing me by. I have one life to live. I drew a total blank. I have one life to live. If I don't stop now, I'll have another ending to another video that just kind of fizzles out into a very anticlimactic conclusion, and I will be late for work. So thank you for watching this far. I hope you will stay tuned for the 20, and I will be working to impress you, quite possibly for the first time in this video series. But that's my plan. That's my goal. Follow along, cheer me on, chew me out, whatever it takes. Let's do this.